What if I told you that Psalm 91 is more than just a prayer for protection? What if hidden within its words is a prophecy, one that has remained overlooked for centuries? A message so powerful that it was once used by Satan himself to tempt Jesus. A revelation that speaks of an unseen realm, a divine stronghold where the forces of darkness cannot enter. For generations, Psalm 91 has been whispered in times of fear, recited in moments of danger, and held on to as a promise of safety. But few have truly understood its deeper meaning. It speaks of a secret place, a realm beyond human reach, a place of divine refuge. It warns of unseen threats, of arrows that fly by day and pestilence that creeps in the night. It describes a world in turmoil, yet promises supernatural protection for those who find shelter under the Almighty. But what if this psalm is not just a poetic expression of faith? What if it is a prophecy, a warning of events yet to unfold, a divine code that reveals the path to survival in the final days? Psalm 91 is unlike any other passage in the Bible. It lacks an attributed author, adding to its mystery. Some believe it was written by Moses, others by David. But what if its origin is left unknown for a reason? What if it was written not just for those in ancient times, but for a generation that would face the greatest darkness the world has ever seen? The psalm begins with an invitation. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. At first glance, this seems like a simple statement of divine protection. But in the original Hebrew, the phrase secret place is Seder Elyon, a term that means a concealed or hidden location. It is not just a metaphor, it is a supernatural dimension, a place beyond the physical where true security exists. What is this secret place? Is it a physical refuge, or is it something more? Throughout the Bible, God has always provided protection for his people in times of great calamity. Noah found refuge in the ark before the flood destroyed the world. The Israelites were protected under the blood of the Lamb when the angel of death passed through Egypt. Could Psalm 91 be pointing to a similar form of divine shelter, one that will be revealed in the days to come? The imagery of Psalm 91 is striking. It describes terrors by night, arrows that fly by day, plagues that move in darkness, and destruction at noonday. This is no ordinary psalm of comfort. It speaks of a world engulfed in chaos, where death surrounds, yet those who dwell in the secret place remain untouched. The verse that says, 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you, has long been interpreted as an assurance of personal safety. But the sheer magnitude of destruction described here suggests something far greater, a cataclysmic event, a divine judgment where only those hidden in God's presence will survive. Could it be that Psalm 91 is not just about individual protection, but about a prophetic glimpse into a future where God's chosen will be supernaturally preserved? One of the most mysterious aspects of Psalm 91 is its reference to angelic protection. It states, "For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone." This verse was so significant that Satan himself quoted it while tempting Jesus in the wilderness. But why? Why did Satan choose Psalm 91 out of all scriptures? Because he knew its power. He understood that Psalm 91 is not just about earthly safety, it is about divine authority. It declares dominion over fear, over darkness, over the forces of evil. It reveals a hidden truth. Those who abide in the presence of God are not only protected, but they are given power over the enemy. This is why the psalm later declares, "You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion, and the serpent you shall trample underfoot." In biblical symbolism, the lion and the serpent represent Satan himself. The roaring lion seeks to devour, while the serpent deceives and destroys. This verse is not just about being unharmed, it is about complete victory over darkness. It echoes the ancient prophecy in Genesis, where God declared that the seed of the woman would crush the serpent's head. Psalm 91, then, is not just a promise, it is a battle cry. As the world moves toward uncertain times, the message of Psalm 91 becomes even more urgent. It is not just a poetic reassurance, it is a divine strategy. It does not promise that trials will not come. It promises that those who dwell in the presence of the Almighty will be untouchable by the forces of evil. It is an invitation, a call to step beyond fear and into the supernatural refuge of God. But the question remains, how does one enter this secret place? Is it through prayer? Through faith? Or is there something deeper, something hidden in the very words of Psalm 91 itself? Psalm 91 is more than just a comforting passage. It is a divine revelation, a hidden prophecy of supernatural protection and spiritual warfare. It speaks of a secret place, a realm of refuge that only those who walk closely with God can enter. It is a promise of safety in times of chaos, a shield against unseen forces, and a declaration of victory over the enemy. Throughout history, this psalm has provided hope to those facing war, disease, and destruction. But what if its true message is meant for today? What if it is pointing to a time of great upheaval, a moment when God's people will need to seek His protection more than ever? The signs of a world, rising fear, global crises, and increasing darkness mirror the warnings found in these verses. Yet this psalm is not just about surviving, it is about thriving under divine shelter. It is an invitation to dwell in the presence of the Almighty, to trust in His promises, and to walk in unwavering faith. The enemy himself recognized the power of Psalm 91, using its words to tempt Jesus, but he failed because true protection comes only from a heart fully surrendered to God. The final verses hold the key. Those who love God, who know His name, and who call upon Him will receive His protection. This is not a passive faith. It is an active, daily choice to abide in His presence. So, as the world grows darker, the question remains, will you dwell in the secret place? Will you trust in the hidden prophecy of Psalm 91? The answer is in your hands.